Alright. Hey guys. This one, well, this is Montana, in case you didn't know what you clicked on. Also, this one's kind of a monster, and by kind of, I mean it's so long. This is 35 minutes long, which I guess isn't that long in the world of Sims 4 speed builds, but look. It's long. And, I feel like most of the speed build community, with their incredibly long videos, just kind of gives you guys a bop to listen to while this is happening. So, I'm gonna, give you the basics about this house. And then I'm gonna throw in a royalty-free bop for, however long the bop is. And then I'll come back. It'll be great and you'll love it. And, you're welcome. Anyway, this is a Suburban because that's what I can build. I wanted to play with spandrels more than I have been, so this whole house is sort of an excuse to figure out how to make a porch look kind of nice. I messed with the roofing for so long in every build, and I do apologize for that. Eventually I make this porch roof look nice. I think. Good God. It sucks. It might suck. But I fiddle a lot. I'll just do a quick rundown since I'm not gonna do a play-by-play commentary. This Suburban is a regular old Suburban. It's like warm colors. It's not particularly exciting, except I put in another one of my signature creepy basements. It's the whole idea behind this is that a scientist is living here, and that he got abducted by aliens and now he has an alien daughter. So his daughter lives in the basement, but she's got like a cute kid room, but it's right next to this giant dark science lab. That's what we've got. That's the basement, the creepy basement, like we do. So the outside is really all just a facade, but it's a very nice house. He's a very well-off man. Not that he's famous or anything, he's just regular middle-class rich. He's a class trader, It's great. I'm really excited about this gable thing that I figured out. It's not new. I'm just bad at this. So, I'm pretty into it. Good times. Alright, I think I'm gonna give you to that royalty-free bop now, and when I come back, if I notice anything that seems worth telling you about. Oh, also, I've been feeling super well lately. Pretty sure it's not coronavirus, but who knows at this point. Anyway, I haven't been feeling super well lately, so this build is in 3 or 4 chunks, because I had to just stop and lay down every once in a while. Which tells you how unwell I am that I've been playing The Sims and I have to stop and lay down. But so it's in a weird number of chunks, so if there's a weird cut at any point, that's why. Also, I forgot when I was doing the very last finishing touches on making the front of the house look real. I just forgot to turn the camera on. Well, it's not a camera, is it? I forgot to turn the screen cap on? Is that how that would be? Anyway, it's not recorded. It's not recorded at all. But it was only 5 or 10 minutes, I think. It's not that much. And you can see in the screenshots what I ended up doing with it. Yeah, I used Strangerville spandrels because I'm trying to play with weird spandrels. Good times. Alright, see ya after a bop. Alright, dudes. Was that a bop? It's kind of fun. I picked the song between recording the things. Like, I'm going to find the song just for length requirements, you know. Anyway, was it a bop? Did we have fun? That's cool. That's good. Okay, I've moved into... So an explanation for what I did with this build. I sort of... So I did the floor plan, first floor, and then I believe second floor. And then I sort of furnished a room at a time, but I just put in the big pieces. Like, I just furnished everything that was necessary to distinguish room to room. So I didn't spend a whole lot of time decorating right away. I just sort of chucked big furniture in. That would help me remember what my intention was, because I was starting to not feel well around this point, and decorating can get really tedious. And I just didn't have it in me to decorate at the same time as I was furnishing. So I actually really like this little weird side island I have put in between the kitchen and the dining room. It doesn't have much use. It's just sort of a dishwashing station. But I like it. I think it's cute. I'm trying to think, because I think this has even been, this is before I fence the backyard, or even do much with the basement. Well, this is a shorter audio break than I intended for it to be. Guess I'll see you in another bop. feel like that one was a bop. Also, I'm aware that calling them bops makes me sound 45 years old, but I'm in quarantine. Let me have this. So now we're working on the exterior, which is something that I always struggle with, at least for a little while. I really wanted brick in this build. Later I end up moving brick up into a couple of the gables, just to make them stand out more, because it starts to get really monotonous up top. I do my usual, but I almost never use this hedge. I don't know why I don't use this hedge. I think it's because the default is blue flowers, and I just don't believe in that. Like, who has blue flowers in their front yard? I'm sure somebody does, and I sound really insensitive towards your flowers right now. But I never use blue flowers in my builds, just because I have colorful flowers all in my front yard. My mother is packing books. It's fine. I didn't tell them I was recording this. I can't very well be upset that you're gonna hear them. We have stuff to do. Anyway, I keep getting sidetracked. I remember... Okay, referring to the video. This is the moment where I forget where the fencing I like to use is. And I search all of it one by one. And then I found it. Anyway, I have a lot of very colorful flowers in my front yard, like azaleas and the like, because I live in Georgia, at least. This is great. I hope you're enjoying the background audio. Where was I saying? Right. So, at least for the moment, I'm in Georgia. And I have seen colors of all sorts, flowers of all sorts. I have never in my life seen a blue flower in somebody's front yard. So, anyway, not really a thing that happens. I'm sure blue flowers exist, by the way. Like, they're real, but that's just not a thing that I'm acquainted with in yard. I'm just digging a hole. This is a weird thing to care so much about, but I do care for some reason. Anyway, I fenced the backyard. I'm trying to make more use of the fences, because it just, especially in these more upper class builds that I've been doing, the more expensive houses, they're the sort of people that would put privacy fences around their whole lives. So it doesn't hurt anything to pop in fences. It's apparently dusty in what they're moving. This is great. I really find it very funny. I hope it's not annoying anybody too much. Oh, upstairs, the floor plan was weird. I gave him way too much space to the bedroom, so I split off the end of it and put in a second bathroom, because at that point I was sort of realizing that I wanted to put a bedroom in the basement. I hadn't decided what sort of bedroom I wanted in the basement yet, but I had decided I wanted a bedroom in the basement, and I thought one bathroom wouldn't be enough. So I put in a second sort of master bathroom, but also it's just another bathroom. Like, I wouldn't call this bedroom master bedroom. It's definitely really squeezed in here. It's clear that this dude's priority is not his comfort. It's all of the achievements that you will later see me place one by one on the wall. Anyway, this is me still furnishing, still basic furnishing, still doing floor plan. I won't start decorating for a while, I think, because I furnish the whole backyard before I decorate, and also I do all of the placement of the little one by one objects. Yeah, see, that was around the time I decided to put another bedroom in the basement. You also see me place all the little objects one by one in the science lab underneath. So I'll leave you to another bop while you watch me do the same thing I've been doing for the last 20 minutes. All right. Man, I really hope you're enjoying all of these lyricless songs that just kind of stop instead of ending. I'm having a great time. I really, genuinely, I hope you're having a great time with them because they crack me up. That one on the Ben Sound website, by the way, Ben Sound, you're doing the Lord's work. But that one on the Ben Sound website is called Corporate Motivation. Like, that's a genre of music, is corporate motivation, and I find that so hilarious that there's a genre of music called corporate motivation. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. My goal in life is to be in some way involved in corporate motivation. Like, just dancing my way into an office building and clapping to a corporate motivation track sounds great. Just so funny. Anyway, so this is my backyard, because it's not like his daughter is trapped in the basement or anything. That's just where her bedroom is and the lab. So it's like a kid's backyard. There's a bike and a swing set and some monkey bars. I put a fire pit back there just because that seems like a good outdoor thing. I don't know, I like fire pits. Again, I'm from Georgia. I feel like that colors a lot of this. It's fine. I put a little patio set out there. Some water balloons. All sorts of fun outdoor summery things. So when the kid wants to go outside, the kid can go outside. Again, not trapped in the basement. Just lives in the basement. And now, I have begun to decorate. Oh, they're really conversing right outside my door now. That's great. But now, I am really starting to decorate. So I'll go back. You'll see me do a once-over on basically every room in the house now. Just add things, wall hangings, paintings, the huge. I try curtains in a lot of places, but I really like to use these 3-wide seasons windows, and most of the curtains don't fit on them, and if they do, they're like weird and tacky. So I just didn't put curtains on most of the windows. I also like to use the natural light because it means I don't have to put in so many random ceiling lights. I just like it a lot better. But I did put curtains in the dining room because it felt, formal. Although they don't fit quite perfectly because those windows are weird. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing probably for the next several minutes is decorating. But this will be inside decorating. So a lot of, like I said, a lot of clutter, a lot of paintings, a lot of wall hangings, that sort of thing. I will get to the outside probably when I get back from this bop. All right. news, guys. I found more corporate motivation. It's weird. There's like one corporate motivation song per page. You'd think corporate people would need a lot more motivation than that, but apparently not. So, I found the corporate motivation. I love it. Fully in support of corporate motivation. I think it's going to be the soundtrack to this series. I hope people like corporate motivation, because that's what they're getting. I have clearly moved on to decorating the second floor. Again, his office space is going to be a little weirder than standard office space because he's a weird guy. So there's a lot of like bizarre cork boards and weird science memorabilia because he just is that guy. You already saw his achievements that I put up. Oh, he has a door straight from his office into his bedroom for utility, I suppose. Gave him some Strangerville posters because he's weird and they're weird. Just sort of rearranged the end of this room now that I've cramped it in a little bit. Bedroom things, mirror, more wall hangings. Just wall hangings out the wazoo because that's how it works. You just keep covering the walls and people will like your build, right? That's a joke. Please don't. Anyway. Oh, now's a good time to mention that we still can't break 4 views, which is cool. That's fine. 4 views is good enough. But I'm saying, at 10 views, I'll do voices. I know everybody wants to hear my mediocre accents, and I'll do them. That's not a threat. It's a promise. I have that little almost storage area inside the walkway to the basement because I wasn't quite sure what else to do with that wall, and it seemed like, that's the place where we keep our stuff, is sort of in the stairway to the lower floor of our house. So it seemed reasonable. I'm doing my shelf thing again, where I'm trying to use fewer paintings, so I'm putting shelves full of stuff on the walls. Thankfully, there's a lot of, kid stuff that I almost never touch, because I just don't like it, really, in most builds, but she seems like a decently spoiled child, so, because, she's an only alien child. This man was not planning to have children. So I like to think that she's got a lot of random stuff on her shelves because he really has no idea what he's doing. But there is obviously still wall hangings. I think the freezer bunnies are going to be my thing. I don't know why. I'm so into the freezer bunnies. But I am. And then there is a door going from her room into the lab because obviously she is a main fixture of his experiments. But I put a little curtain over it so it looks like she could, cover that door up, so that she kind of has privacy in her own bedroom, because there is a window in the lab doors. Then I just made this area like a sitting workout extraneous area in the basement because I had just no idea what to do. And I like the fact that the wall hangings coming on the floor above us with the stairway, where you first see the stairway, and down here, right before you get into her bedroom, it does look like the little girl designed the wall hangings too. I just find that adorable. I think I'm just gonna stay with you. There's only a couple minutes left in the video. I don't think that's enough time for a bop. This is me trying to there's all these cool, outdoor sculpture things, and I just never know how to use them, so I just kind of throw them on the floor. I hope it reads, as something vaguely interesting. I really like the wheelbarrows and the tables that are just full of flowers, because I'm just going to put flowers everywhere anyway, so it kind of does my job for me, and it makes them a little more visually interesting. This is me looking through the plant catalog. I think I do put a tree out here, but it might be the same tree as I put inside. I believe that I end up putting the same tree as I put inside out on the porch. It's the perfect patio stuff. tree. I really like perfect patio stuff, by the way. If you're a person that builds a lot of porches or patios or backyards, if you're not going to get backyard stuff, which I haven't gotten backyard stuff yet, I don't have a lot of money for packs, I do wholeheartedly recommend perfect patio stuff. Well, it's kind of harder to sell perfect patio stuff now, because it used to be that perfect patio stuff was how you got a hot tub, which is why I bought it in the first place. And now they've patched hot tubs into the game with the anniversary update. They just gave you a hot tub. It's not a cute hot tub. There are nicer hot tubs in the perfect patio stuff pack, but really you can get a hot tub for free. These paths look a little contrived in the backyard. I just tried to make it look, well worn, where people would have walked back and forth. But they do look way too straight. Oh, and this is where you can see that I changed the front a little bit. Other than that, I didn't change anything else after I stopped recording. I moved in a family here, and I had someone come in and sit at the table. Yeah. I took a lot of screenshots of this one, because there's a lot more space than I usually put into a build. But I'm relatively happy with how both the build and the screenshots turned out this time. Oh man, I highlighted a door. That's the thing with The Sims. If you have anything highlighted and you go to take a screenshot, even the thumbnail screenshot for the gallery, it just pops it up. But anyway, subscribe, like the video. I hope you enjoy my weird basements and they're not too weird. You're welcome for the corporate motivation. I bet that's what you needed in this time of quarantine, was corporate motivation.